Okay, well, before we actually unpause the game here and continue on with our journey through the year of bloodshed, 1084, the summer of blood, we've got these illithids here. That's an illithid toxin cloud that we're going to have to charge into and deal with. And there's another illithid cloud up here that I noticed. Hopefully none of our brave civilians out there gathering resources and items get waylaid by them. But there's just a few people I want to look at who have managed to get titles for their kills. I think a Z-Sword, maybe you have a title here. You've got 8 notable kills. They're all dwarves. Well, no, then maybe you don't have a title. You haven't killed anyone for quite some time. You're currently practicing your swimming with Ravad Hayeswork the Ghost. So yeah, Z-Sword, you have had a title for quite some time. Cradle City, the Growl of Requiring. You're our mayor, and you kill any dwarf that acts up, I guess. And right now you're swimming with the ghosts. Erst McIonized, you popped your dwarven battle cherry and you lost your name. So there you are. You don't have a title yet. There's a couple other people around here as well. Trying to see who's got extra syllables added to their name. Erst McJsnark here, you are now Erst McJsnark Lion Room, the Inconsiderate Coincidences. And you have 5 kills. The last one was Braided Buds, the Grey Werewolf. You struck him down, and currently you're unfortunately starving. Hopefully someone brings you food soon before you starve to death. There's not that many people with titles yet. Yeah, there's yours. We know Vaser has a title, the battle-hardened psychopath who has no feelings or emotions anymore. Lord Blackthorn, of course, he has one for all of his kills. He's our other blood drinker. And Master Azra, you got a kill as well, or a title as well. You finally, after 3 years of not drawing a single drop of blood, you struck down a Grey Werewolf, and you solidified your title. You are Master Azra Tomb, the blood wildness of pears. No idea what that means, but I'm sure that title will strike fear into the hearts of all of our foes as soon as they get over the laughter. Firestar, you lost your name, so you got 1 kill, I think. And unfortunately, that's it for titles. No one else has earned one. We'll have to send more people into the heart of battle. That way, we can raise those title-bearing warriors. I'm gonna unpause it, though. And there go the traitors marching inside. Lord Blackthorn has become a militia commander. I've scrambled a couple of the squads down here, and we're going to charge headfirst into this illithid toxin cloud as soon as I can. Here comes our first warrior. It's Rob Staley, followed by Firestar, who has just a little dent on the lower body. Thankfully, the werewolf didn't manage to bite through your armor. And let's see, there is J71159, our robot militia commander. We'll get him. I think he might actually dive into that cloud there. Let's see, FG and H. I'm just going to send them right there. Get into the cloud of toxin before they spring an ambush on one of our civilians or something. The military walks past, completely oblivious, and Master Fancy Pants, I think you're about ready to get ambushed. There's J Fighter. Yep, there's the ambush. It springs and it's kind of spread out. Thankfully, it's a wrestler, bunch of wrestlers. Wow, we lucked out. We really lucked out there. If they'd have been full armor-clad warriors or archers, you would all be dead by now. An outpost mind wrestler. So we'll give the kill illithids command and let the military charge forth here. Let me get my combat log up. And then we'll go take care of that other illithid squad up there. The Mind Flayer wrestler attacks Mr. Fancy Pants, but he jumps to the side. A flying marble bolt strikes the Mind Flayer wrestler in the upper body, bruising the muscle and bruising the left lung. So bolts fly through the air, begin perforating and ripping through the illithid ambush. Mind Flayer wrestler shakes Master Fancy Pants around by the left hand, tearing apart the left hand's muscle and bruising the bone. So he's ripping chunks of your hand flesh off. Master Fancy Pants retaliates and stabs the Mind Flayer wrestler in the left upper arm with the Cobalt short sword. It bruises the fat. You also get kicked in the left ear. It tears apart the cartilage and your ear is just left dangling. Run, Mr. Fancy Pants, Master Fancy Pants. Looks like, oh gosh, somebody just dropped something. J7 slashes the wrestler in the lower body with the copper short sword. The guts spill onto the ground. The Mind Flayer wrestler shakes Master Fancy Pants around by the right lower leg. It tears apart the fat and a chunk is ripped off. The Mind Flayer wrestler, they've got Master Fancy Pants down to the ground and they are just beating you up. They kick you in the head. It bruises the skin. They grab you again and shake you around. They stab Master Fancy Pants in the left foot with a flesh-warped spear, tearing through the muscle. Man, an artery has been opened up. We might lose Master Fancy Pants here. We've got some of the military charging forward. There's Mr. Phaserbeam and Sergeant Shima, Lakat Deerpix. That's his dwarven battle name. These dwarfs are kind of just screwing around over here. They don't much give a care. And unfortunately, Master Fancy Pants, you've bled to death. Our Horde Master is no more because of these lazy, ignoble assholes right there who decided to stand back and just watch. Merchants have arrived and begun unloading their goods. More copper bolts fly through the air. War dogs jump into the fray. And finally, J7 arrives and strikes down that Mind Flayer. We'll reclaim your body here. Looks like that one is about to get separated and beat up. Mr. Phaserbeam is in battle. You drove your sword through his upper body, and Sergeant Shima slashes the outpost mind wrestler in the body with the copper short sword. It tears apart the muscle. So that little ambush should be dealt with. They'll be scattering if they're not dead. This one's just twitching in the dirt here. Man, somebody is really unloading with their crossbow. Good job, dwarves. Good job. Good job to everyone. We only lost one dwarf to that ambush. Sergeant Shima slashes the Mind Flayer wrestler in the head with the copper short sword. It tears apart the muscle and tears apart the brain. And it's no more. So let's see. F, G, and H. Let's just station you right here. Everyone come stand right here and get ready for your next combat orders. Let's keep our eyes peeled for that other cloud of toxic extract. There it is, right there. Still quite a ways away. Maybe we've got some time before it gets down here. We'll allow our dwarves to continue picking up all the stuff out here. I want to check the hospital, see how the dwarves are doing. Let's see, Griffin God, your right foot's fine, you're just laying in bed. Z-Hall, you're a permanent fixture there. Wedge is there, his upper arm's injured. Lord British is setting the bones for some of these people. He's our go-to doctor. Merrick Kane is there working on Calrog Man, I think. Or no, he's getting ready to store an item in a bin. Calrog Man, you're there though, your right hip is broken. Dowd Pride, you're stuck in the hospital. Your ability to stand is lost, but your ability to grasp is lost. You're kind of screwed over. Urist McUnicorn, you're starving and thirsty. You're faint. Your ability to grasp is somewhat impaired, so as long as you don't starve to death, there's still a little bit of hope for you. Mr. Weatherpants, there you are. You're just laying in bed, not actually doing anything. Invaser, you're in there, just resting on the bed. You're all beat up, 27 kills. That last fight where you got ambushed, though, took a toll on you. Ability to grasp is lost. Motor nerve damage, sensory nerve damage. Let's see, your left hand is broken, your left hand is dented, your right ankle's broken, your right lower arm is dented. You got scars all over your body. You might be fine. You're a steel dwarf. Maybe you can shake it off. And there is Blind Chaos, Bimble, Tube Stray, the long grasping dangers. You're not too beat up. Your left arm is, your ability to grasp is somewhat damaged, but your left lower arm is tore open. They should be able to fix you. Get you back in combat. I mean, we haven't really lost anyone due to the hospital. If they make it to the hospital, they've been saved. And a snatcher somewhere. I'm not going to give chase to it, though. Well, I don't even know where it is on the screen, but with all the snatchers out there, I mean, we got plenty of kids they could come kidnap and run away with. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the kids do get kidnapped now that they're all running around outside. What are you doing, Urist McIonized? I think you're just laying on the ground, maybe waiting for someone to come carry you to the hospital. You're immobile. Let's see. Ability to stand is lost. Motor nerve damage. Your third finger is on your right hand is broken, your right knee is broken, your left hip is broken, and your right foot is dented. You are kind of screwed. Let's see, we got them squad stationed there. Civilians running all over the place, grabbing every single sock they can find. And yay, Forge Copper Bolts has been completed. Okay, let's send the military up there, FG and H. I want to send them right into this ambush here. Oh wait, there is another ambush. Where? Back here on the back part of the map. Who did they ambush back there? A goblin, orcs. I think they might have bumped into each other. Illithids bumped into orcs perhaps. The goblin thief breaks the grip of the mind flayer. Oh, okay, so the Illithid ambushers, led by this orc wrestler that they kidnapped at some point in their history, bumped into that thief. And a snatcher. Where is it at? There's a snatcher somewhere around here. I want to make sure it doesn't make off with any kids. No one there. Did we bump into him over there? There it is. The screen doesn't center on these alerts. It just kind of throws you somewhere on the screen. A mind flayer master thief. I'm not ooh, they do. They just shot 3 bolts at it and they all pegged. Yeah, that guy's gonna bleed out. Let's see. I want to station also... How about the barricaded orders? You are ordered to barricade the entrance here and make sure that no snatchers or thieves sneak inside. Keep your babies close, let them hang from your beards. And they finally strike down that master thief there. There's more combat going on. It's those illithids and that goblin up at the top of the map though, I think. The Mind Flayer wrestler sprouts the goblin thief in the upper body, yeah, so they're fighting that. Now where did this ambush go? It's up here. FGH, move yourselves right into the middle of that cloud. Let those bastards know that we know where they're at. And we're gonna spill their blood. Holy shit. The Trollkin Master Thief. Ooh, you just got ambushed and backstabbed by a thief rogue. The Trollkin Master Thief stabs Mr. Phaserbeam in the head with the bronze dagger. Wow. Chipping the skull and tearing the brain. Son of a bitch, was not expecting that. I didn't know they could do a sneaky back attack on you. Kill that motherfucker and get revenge. Bolts open up. More snatchers are running all over the place. There it is. It'll run away now, though. I don't think it... Maybe they kidnapped someone. I don't know. We'll get the alert if they actually do. And there's the ambush. Let's see. FGH. We're gonna give a whole huge kill command here. Kill all of them. Yeah, that's fine. And I want to see. Are you hurt at all? J7, you're unhappy. But that Trollkin Master Thief is paying a price. His guts are spilled onto the ground. He's got spine damage. More bolts are flying into his body, and he's struck down and bleeds to death. Sergeant Shima slashes the Trollkin Master Thief in the head, tearing apart the muscle and fracturing the skull. And that's it for them. Okay, let's see. This fight's starting. J7 slashes the Orc Wrestler in the right foot, tearing through the fat. The Orc falls to the ground and rolls around. Someone just gets a mouthful of toxic extract. The Orc Wrestler collides with the War Dog and tumbles over. So we got a War Dog here taking the brunt of the blows. Don't run away, J7. Have they hurt you or something? Yeah, they got a blow on your right foot and you're about ready to faint from the pain. Sergeant Shima twists his embedded copper short sword around in the Orc Wrestler's upper body over here. He laughs and grins as he does it. He slashes the Orc Wrestler in the left eye with the copper short sword, tearing apart the eye. The copper short sword gets lodged in the wound. We'll strike them down and then loop around back to the front of the fortress. Shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Flying copper bolt strikes the Mind Flayer wrestler in the left upper leg, chipping the left hip's bone. And they're already turning tail to run. Those that can. Thankfully our archers are providing cover fire to ensure that they don't get very far before they catch a bolt in the back of the spine, paralyzing them and dropping them down to the ground. So let's see, those ones are done for. What are you guys shooting at now? Is there something over there? Oh, jackals. Don't waste your ammo on the jackals, please. I don't think the jackals are that big of a threat. So we'll move these 3 squads back to the front of the fortress here. The barricaded orders can still stay there. And where is that ambush squad that was up here? Where did they go? I think they're leaving. So they triggered themselves, tripped over that thief. I think the thief might have killed a couple of them whenever they tried to attack. And they decided, you know what, this isn't worth it. We are getting out of here. So congratulations again to all the dwarfs who made it through and survived that little combat exercise there. It is 24th Galena 1084. Oh, and yeah, things are in full swing here. You claim that dwarven body and all of his gear, and it looks like this poor little dog is gonna have to be put down. Odom Tongstame, the war dog. He's got a lower body injury. He might pull through. He might still make it though, I guess. And a snatcher right there. These guys are badass. A goblin master thief. That is... I'm still in shock that he was able to just pop out of the shadows and kill someone. That's what a rogue does, though. Backstab a bitch. Teach you a lesson. Why you always walk around in a group. Why you keep your eyes peeled. There's J7. He's pale. He's unhappy. Don't tell me you're not going to be able to walk ever again. Your right foot is tore open. And your ability to stand is lost because of it. Let's see, what squad are you in? Which squad do you lead, actually? Where's J7 squad? Right here. Ooh, there's only 3 people left in it. The 10 inks. I'm just going to completely disband that squad. And we'll put those 3 people here in a moment in the other military squads that need backup. Maybe someone can go out there and gather him. There's Peton. He's going over to station himself to that location. I guess it takes a while for the orders to cycle through. I mean, he could have been down in the very depths of our fortress whenever I gave that first station command. So of course he's got to run out there and check the location to make sure that nobody was still there. And yeah, they're not. We've got Tilla there and Salty Nut. One single nut just standing there, guarding the entrance. Our other squad is holding this down very well, the barricaded orders. Oh, this has me kind of on edge all year round now. There's no time for peace. I don't really get a chance to go enjoy the dwarves building and setting things up anymore. I've got to constantly be worried about a single lone ambush or something. I've also got kind of a refuse stockpile here. I hope that this stuff will decay out in the sunlight so I can get rid of some of these body parts. And Master Ozra, you've grown attached to a red steel shield. It's protected you through numerous battles at this point, deflected so many blows. It's got dents and scratches and bite marks on it. Deflected the occasional fireball from those crazy-ass obsidian dwarfs. Yes, you love that shield, and you wouldn't trade it away for even a brand spanking new one. Unless it was made from adamantine or something, of course. And even then, it's quite questionable whether you would or not. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Axion, Lash Heavens, Adequate Swords Dwarf, Skilled Marks Dwarf, one of our talented archers. Kinchan, Clasp Bristles. You don't have any kills yet. Does anyone? How many people in this squad actually have kills? Peton, you've got 1 kill. Axion, you don't have any kills. Tilla, you don't have any kills. Wow, kind of a green squad there. Hopefully you guys get some kills before I have to disband your squad because you all die. There's 3-Toe, Glaze Mortals, wandering around. What is he doing? Is he picking up something? No, he's going to go join his comrades in arms on the road there. I don't know if I'm actually going to rebuild this road piece yet. I think I'm going to grind out a whole bunch of blocks and then rebuild this road out of blocks. That way it looks a little bit fancier. We'll rebuild it out of higher grade materials when the time comes. Something a little bit more prestigious for a fortress like ours. Maybe I'll use golden bars or something. I've got enough copper, I could make all of the roads out of copper bars. Oh, let's look around the fortress then. What do we have going on? Oh, well, we've got Slaxer dying from thirst, apparently. Where's his nasty, stinky body at? I don't know. We're gonna claim this whole place, though. We'll claim everything. Looks like there's loose items, loose articles of clothing. So yeah. Rest in peace, Slaxer. May your next reincarnation have a little bit more luck. Looks like we got one of our military commanders down here. A Napoleon IV roasted chamber. He doesn't have any kills under his belt either. We've got just a couple dwarves that have been extremely greedy with the combat kills. I think they're kill stealers, to be honest with you. Surely they're not everywhere all the time. I think they just walk up at the end and stab the werewolves in the head and stuff and claim the kill. So who do we still have in the hospital? Ernest McIonized, you're there. J7, you've wandered down to the hospital. They better fix your foot. Dowd Pride, you're still stuck in the hospital. Ernest McUnicorn, you're being operated on by Mr. Weatherpants IV. Who's the mister that just died? I've got so many misters. Master Fancy Pants, you bled to death. And then Mr. Phaserbeam, you're the one who got stabbed in the head. That's right. A lot of you misters. Kind of like an Urist. Lord British, there you are working on Vaser. You're placing him in the traction bed. Getting ready to fix him. Ensure that he can walk again. Hopefully he's not too mangled. He slides you over to the traction bench. Begins tying the rope to your legs and arms. You're going to stretch your legs out so they can set it in place. You'll walk with a limp for the rest of your life, but like you give a crap. You're a cold, hard, bloodthirsty warrior. A guardian of the fortress. And you'll suffer through whatever it takes. There's Passacoy. He's storing an item in a hospital. Some new thread, perhaps. We need all the supplies we can get. I did also, oh crap. Let's see, we've got these merchants here. Trader requested at depot. Anyone may trade, fine. Z-Sword, you're obviously too busy. Let's see, how many goods do we have here? We've got all that large stuff. Ooh. Our dwarfs have done good then. They've still got plenty more, large clothing pending to be hauled here. But it's a start. I don't have any idlers, jeez. Maybe one of these squads can stand down? No, actually, I guess they can't. Let's fix these squads real quick. Let's see. You've got 5 people, 5 people. This squad has an opening, the Voices of Creation. Z-Sword, you are done being in the military. Mostly because you're our mayor and I need you to meet with people. J7, you're no longer in command of a squad, but you are going to join the Voices of Creation. And there you go. As soon as you get out of the hospital, you can go report in and let them know what's going on. The Arches of Shooting doesn't need anyone. These squads are all full. So I'm going to have, yeah, just if those other people who were in the squad that I disbanded, you're going to be civilians again for the time being. And whenever there's an opening in one of the squads, then I'll go ahead and re-enlist you. I'm sure you're thankful for that, considering the fact that all of our other warriors have been put through at this point. Hey, the war dog is coming back. Odom Tongstame. He's dusted himself off, shaked off the poison, the toxic extract that he got a mouthful of whenever he bit those dirty, nasty illithids. And he's gonna go back and search for his master. Unfortunately, I don't have a veterinarian hospital. I don't know if it's even possible. I mean, I know there's an animal care skill, but I don't know exactly how well it works, or even if it works, or if I need to set anything up for it. I do have some people do have that skill enabled. So maybe they'll take care of that dog if they can. Otherwise, he'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's see, there's those jackals just passing through. The scent of death is strong in this place. And carnivores constantly come through. I need to, what is this? I need to claim this dwarf corpse here. Who died here? Rovad Misdusum. We're gonna claim that corpse. Leave all of his gear, though. I don't know who he was. Was he friend or was he foe? We'll never know. He was Dwarven, and that's all that matters. Perhaps he was kidnapped and brainwashed from a young age. Trained to fight for the Illithids, to fight for the Orcs, maybe. Who knows? We'll give him a proper Dwarven burial. And, if worse comes to worse, if he rises up as a ghost, we'll memorialize him with a memorial slab. Just looking over all the ASCII vomit here, looking for any more corpses. There's a large gem just laying in the grass or the sand. So much blood. I have weather turned on, but it never rains here, so the blood will probably never be washed away. I can't think of a single time in this fortress's history where it's ever rained. It's a desert hellhole. There's Passacoy storing an item in a bin. One of our brave soldiers / civilians does every job that they possibly can, anything that's asked and required of them. This is pretty much all that's going to be going on for 1084. I'm not going to be building anything else in the fortress. I'm not going to be expanding anything else. I'm just going to be picking up stuff here. I'm going to be cleaning up these bodies. I was reading through the comments, and I do like some of the suggestions. I will build some archery towers. I think once, if these body parts ever decay, I think that they are decaying. But this right here, this will be a guard tower that rises up of just a big old nasty chunky square that rises straight up a few levels, and will house archers in there. A stray cat's been struck down. Eventually what I would like to do is have buildings that loop all around this volcano. Once we get all of this sand cleared away and I know exactly how much land I've got to work with, I'm gonna have multiple entrances to the fortress as well. It won't just be this beautiful, beautiful bridge over the magma. No, this might be all. There might also be an entrance here. I might also have an entrance pointing this way. Again, that's pretty far in the future though, because I'm gonna have to figure out how we're gonna defend it. I guess. I mean, we'll have the central stairwell here. And we'll have a huge open area that'll have multiple entrances, and we'll just station squads at each of them. And they will all have their own bridge, even if I have to dig a pit that's a few Z levels deep and build a bridge over that. They'll all have a bridge. That way, you know, that way dwarves can give us a little bit of fun by pulling the bridge out from underneath people and dropping them into the pit. There's Griffin God. He's carrying the dwarf body of Ravad and place him to rest. We don't have any dwarf preachers or whatever to say last rites over that dwarf body. I'm sure Gotham is smiling down on his dwarven corpse right now, though. Is your nightmare complete yet, Rovad? How's our hospital doing again? Let's see, J7's still there. There's Dowd Pride. Vaser, looks like you've recuperated and you're no longer down there. Urismic Ionized, you're being worked on by Trongan the Third. He's suturing your wounds right now. I want to see Vaser. I want to make sure you didn't drop any of your gear in that last battle. If I can find your name. I'm not very good at scanning through all this. There you are. Let's see, your health, your ability to grasp is lost. Your right hand, skin, muscle, your right ankle has been sutured. Treatment, no treatment. You've got a long history of treatment here, though. Evaluated, cleaned with horse soap. Cotton fiber sutures on your left hand. Fiber sutures on your right ankle. Your right ankle was popped back into place. Rope reed fiber dressing on the left hand. Lord British, of course, running around. Lord British, he kills everyone. He makes sure that they stay alive. And Lord Blackthorn stays on the surface and just kills anything that moves. So let's see. You're a proficient axe dwarf. You don't have any gear on, though. You got an oaken splint. I don't know where your battle axe is. Where are you? You're in the fields right now. No job. Are you just standing around then? Can you do anything? I guess it's possible that you can't grasp anything at all ever again, which would be kind of sad. Right hand bears a massive scar. What squad are you based in? You are based in the Boats of Kissing. And they are not on active duty right now, I don't think. The Boats of Kissing, Master Azra, yeah. I don't know, we'll give you a few more seasons before I actually, send that squad back out. You need to gather your gear back, if you even can. Right now you're just laying in the fertile field there with the plump helmets growing up all around you, looking up at the cavern ceiling. Just maybe contemplating life, contemplating why you haven't taken your own life yet. In Ravad Misdusum, the ghostly wrestler that was swimming with Z-Sword earlier, our mayor, has finally been put to rest. He can rest in eternal slumber now. He feels somewhat justified that his bones won't continually be picked clean out in the desert. Urus McJaysnark is sparring in there, and Calrockman is sparring in there. That barracks is looking extremely empty these days. So is this one. Who's training up here? There's Polarbeard watching a striking demonstration. There's Lord Blackthorn. Lower arm injury, 18 kills. Let's see. You don't have... Your wounds aren't too bad. Ability to grasp is somewhat impaired. See, that's what worries me about Vaser. This says ability to grasp is somewhat impaired. Vaser says his ability to grasp is lost. I don't know if he'll ever be able to hold anything again. There's Master Azra going to go store something in a bin. Pylops is standing around. Pylops raw paint. He eats any paint he can find. He likes it raw, before it dries. Alchemia the Third is getting ready to lead a dodging demonstration. And who do we got there? 24 volunteers. He's going to lead a dodging demonstration as well. So it is 8th limestone, 1084 early autumn, population of 102. Our noble situation is not very good. I need to readjust some of it. Apparently I don't have anyone who can actually come trade right now. Z-Sword is busy sleeping. His job is so hard as a mayor. Now that he's not in the military, he's just got so much free time he doesn't know what to do. So he spends most of it sleeping. I do say anyone may trade, right? Anyone may trade, there we go. Must have accidentally switched that. Anybody show up? I want to unload a whole bunch of worthless clothing onto these elves here. And we'll take everything they've got. Even if we don't need it. Well, who's that? There goes Salty Nut. His shift is over, so he's going to go stand down and relax for a bit. We've only got 2 people out here, Axion and Three Toe. Okay, you know what? E, F, and G, I want everyone to station yourselves right here. Everyone merge together and get ready. Keep your eyes peeled. The civilians are still out there running around alone. And if any of our civilians or war dogs spring an ambush, then I'll sick the military on them. And we'll chase them down. There go the jackals. There's another dwarven body. Who is that out there? Let's see. Aerith Zevlov's corpse. We'll go claim that and lay him to rest. Ooh, and people are sparring. Urus McJaysnark and Urus McUnicorn are in there sparring each other. Someone's injured. Nami. Left upper arm injury, right ankle injury. You're fainting from the pain. 3 kills. Congratulations. Ability to grasp is somewhat impaired. And you've been worked on quite a bit as well. Cleaned with cow soap, right ankle set, popped back into place. Looked like you had your right ankle set twice there. They've been working on you as best they can. We need every military person at, I can't say at their tip-top peak of performance and health or whatever, but as best as we can get you. We'll patch you up the best we can. Oh well, it is 10th of Limestone, 1084 early autumn. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording here, and whenever the next ambush arrives, which is, I'm sure won't be too much longer, I'll come back and we can see who gives their life for the cause. Okay, well, real quick, let's see what they've got for trade. We do have somebody who arrived to be our broker. Let's see. It's Alianira, our psychiatrist and main doctor. So let's see. Trade. Rope, I'm going to keep. That shouldn't be there. Cobalt toy boat. I'm gonna keep my cages. All of this large stuff though, hell yes. Copper mail shirt, definitely not getting rid of that. And it's slightly unfortunate. Actually, let's do it. Let's trade it like this. I know that this large silk stuff is worth a hefty sum. So we'll trade just a little bit here, and maybe she'll get some broker skill for this. We'll just buy all of this stuff. Trade? Oh, wonderful. Thank you for your business. And she still didn't get any trade skill from it, so do another batch of large clothing here. And let's see, what do we want to trade for? I don't want any animal cages unless it's something just absolutely amazing, like a war dragon raptor or something. We do have a whole bunch of really awesome stuff. We've got bears in cages and stuff that we need to claim outside, and then we can start breeding war bears and training war bears. They'll be a little bit more hardy than the dogs that continually die. Saki, phantom spider, venom, yes, we'll coat our weapons in that. Just do another trade. Oh, wonderful, thank you for your trading. Hang on. Don't run away yet, don't run away yet. I accidentally switched it. And damn it, she still don't have any skill in it. That's ridiculous. How many more times do I have to do this trading? You're supposed to get skill after like 2 or 3 attempts, I thought. You're trading away large amounts of stuff. Let's trade for a whole bunch of cheese. Cheese and food, then. Did they not bring any food? Yeah, they did. There we go. It's listed before the silk stuff. There we go. Cougar spleen, kangaroo intestines, jaguar spleen, camel brains. And there we go. And just throw in more of this large clothing. I'm sure that should cover it, right? Perhaps you'd reconsider this superior proposal. Sure, why not? I'll allow it. Oh, wonderful, thank you. And she still doesn't have any trading skill. Well, that's just depressing, because, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to put everything on here. All of this large clothing, and then we're just going to go through and see what we can get. Try to grab everything that they brought. Well, not everything. I mean, I don't want it all. Large green glass something. Now these are the elves that you can trade whatever you want to them, and they won't get all upset and butthurt about it and cry. So we will. Let's see. Vulture bone giraffe stuff, no. Sun gold, crescent bolts, don't need it. Flax fiber bag, bolette dye, no. Tomato seeds. We can spice up our diet. Wild grape seeds, rice flour. Did you bring any gypsum? Skunk leather, beet seeds. I don't want any white sand. Onion spice? I didn't even know you could have onion spice. Sweet potato seeds. Dwarfs have been complaining, of course, you know, that their diet doesn't have enough variety in it. Because all I grow is PlumpHelmet, pretty much. Prickleberry seeds, we'll buy that. Sandy dandelion seeds. I don't know if you can eat dandelion, but you can make some beautiful dye out of it. Phantom spider silk stuff, don't need it. Sun gold right something, sun gold left something, we'll take that. I think that means right and left gauntlets. Could be boots, I don't know. Large sun gold shields and bucklers, I'll try to grab those. A sun gold buckler, phantom spider silk stuff. Any decent shields and armor, yes, I'll try to trade for. Sun gold elven chain, phantom spider silk, no, there we go. Sun gold elven chainmail. Someone can slide that underneath their copper breastplate and be almost invincible. There's all that large stuff we traded to them earlier. A bronze pick, a sun gold spear. A cobalt pick, that seems nice. A sun gold bow. Kind of nice too. Sun gold sickle sword, I don't think we have any of those. There might be some laying out there in the sand, but Lord knows if we'll ever find it. Chicken cage, no. Eland blood, barrel. Let's try this trade. I won't trade at a loss. I kind of figured you would say that. So let's see, we'll take off cobalt pick. I don't need any picks. I've already got one. And the sun gold spear. How about that? I won't trade at a loss. Sun gold elven chainmail, take that off. I won't trade at a loss. No. Sun gold buckler. No. Man, this is kind of a pain. With your trade goods such as they are, I can't fathom you ending up with all those items. Well, how about your fucking gauntlets, too? I'll take those. Oh, wonderful, thank you for your business. Okay. And she still doesn't have enough trading skill. And Z-Sword meets with the outpost liaison. Let's look over the documents. Oh, finally, wow. That's been a long time coming. Trade agreement with Nish Ishlam. Let's see, they want thread, plants, and footwear. We might be able to oblige them on the plants, provided they don't mind buying PlumpHelmet stuff. I'm still disappointed that she didn't get any broker skill from that. No traders are needed. You can stand down. You didn't get a single adequate novice engraver, novice bone surgeon, dabbling. Didn't get any. Talented appraiser. I could have swore that would have given her points into seeing what all that shit was worth, but I guess not. Oh well, nothing too exciting in the trading. I think we got screwed overall, but it'll have to do. It's 11th Limestone 1084, and those elves can pack up and leave. We're done with them. Well, congratulations to Lockman and Lord Blackthorn. They've once again popped out another baby. You are sitting in the whiskey cabinet here, and you squeezed out a Saw Boulderung. So, I think that his name is, let's see. I think it's going to be Lord Blacklock. There we go. Your next kid's getting named Lord Blackman, because there's no other ways I can mix and match your guys' name. Lord Blacklock. Baby. There we go. So congratulations to your huge family now. You have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, only 3 kids? I thought it was more than that. Surely, yeah. Well, whatever, that'll have to do. Lord Manthorn baby's there, clinging on to you. You're keeping the fortress going, I guess. Pumping out new life, giving us a reason to continue the fortress. That's why we do this, right? So that we can continue the Dwarven legacy, the Dwarven heritage. So we can continue to spread over the face of this land. And the merchants from Ipurati are leaving soon. So once again, congratulations to Lockman and Lord Blackthorn. They've worked hard, and they've earned that congratulations. Just a small update here, I think. We've got another Forgotten Beast that has entered the zoo level. The Forgotten Beast, Uglad, has come. A towering, scaly theropod. It has a square shell and it is slavering. Its cardinal scales are blocky and overlapping. Beware of its poisonous sting. So there it is, and it's going to hang out with Kangaroo right there. They're just going to chat it up for a bit, unless they kill each other right here. M's talking to the T. He's like, man, this place sucks. I came here looking for people to eat, and they've got everything blocked off. I've been stuck down here for years. I don't know my way out. So yep, there we go. Another beast on that level. We'll have some huge, massive Royal Rumble there at some point. Maybe. I still don't know. We might just leave that level locked up forever. It is 22nd Limestone, early autumn, and there hasn't been anything else really going on. It's actually been fairly quiet. I did bump up some of the squads to 6 members, just because, quite frankly, I'm kind of worried that 5 is not going to be enough for the future. We'll see, but yeah, we'll come back when something more interesting happens. So far, all is peaceful and calm in the fortress, and the dwarfs are still just playing catch-up, trying to pick up all the pieces out here and get everything sorted out. We can't begin work out here until we get the fields cleared. Well, this is a Forgotten Beast that we're gonna have to fight. The Forgotten Beast Vula has come. A great scaly slug. It has thin wings of stretched skin, and it has a gaunt appearance. Its slate gray scales are large and overlapping. Beware of its webs. So thankfully it doesn't have poisonous vapors that our dwarfs will inhale. But there it is, up at the top of the map, and it is on this level right here. We'll scramble a few squads. Let's see, what squad was Vaser in? I don't want to scramble that squad yet. They're the Boats of Kissing. So we'll put the gilded flags on the walls of order. and just station them right there. I'm sure it won't take the beast too long to arrive and give our dwarves a little bit of excitement. And of course our civilians are still out here gathering supplies, gathering all the clothes. They've got almost all of the clothing and armor from this part of the map and from this side over here, all gathered. The only thing left is everything, well, I guess a lot. Everything on the sides and rear of the volcano, which I'm still not ready to send them out to grab that stuff just yet. They'll be doing that eventually, but, yeah, I don't know what to do with all these bodies, though. I mean, I guess I could have a huge refuse pile that stretches along the side of the volcano here. Or maybe I could make a refuse pile in here and have them just carry in all the bodies and limbs and everything to clear this up. Because these bodies aren't going away. They're not decaying in the sun. They're not disappearing. And quite frankly, I don't want them to stay there forever. It's kind of an ugly situation from my point of view, because I don't want all those corpses, that ASCII vomit littering the countryside. The only people left in the hospital is Z-Hall, Urist McIonized, J7, who will hopefully be fixed soon. I mean, honestly, if you can never walk again simply because of a little gash in your foot, I am going to be disappointed. Endowed Pride, you're all screwed up there. The whole right side of your body is mangled and gnawed on. Bones are crushed in. All types of horrible stuff. So let's see, where is that beast? It's not in the water. Is it flying somewhere? There's a stray rabbit over there. There it is, right here. So which path are you going to take to us? Are you going to hop over that wall? Attack some of our civilians that go over there to grab wood? I'm not sure. I am, however, going to cut away, and whenever the fight starts, that's whenever I'll come back, and then we'll deal with this beast here, Vola. It's got a body and 2 wings. It's a nasty flying slug, slithering and flying and flapping and squirming and squirting all over the place. We're going to kill you, Vola, and make soap out of you. Okay, well, it is 16th Sandstone, and quite frankly, I'm tired of waiting around for this stupid Forgotten Beast to make up its mind about where it wants to attack. So we're tearing down this little section of the wall there, Merritt Kane, baby. He's sitting there with his dwarven hammer, hammering away at it, chipping it down. And as soon as that wall falls, we're going to scramble the military on through and just attack the beast ourselves. Because, you know, I can't have the military on high alert down here all year round. We're gonna be sieged and ambushed and attacked up top before too much longer, and I don't want my forces stretched thin down here in the basement, if you know what I'm saying. So we're gonna attack the beast, provided it doesn't jump in the water and try to swim away here. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's gonna charge us. The wall falls, and you know what? I think the beast is actually gonna come after us. Yeah. So the beast could sense the wall fall, and people have already started firing. Let's see. Get my combat log up. And there we go. Bridge the gap! Somebody shoots a flying marble bolt. It strikes the Forgotten Beast in the body, bruising the muscle and tearing the brain. And the beast is dead. No way. Who got that kill? Is it Bagwham here? 1 kill. The Mind Flayer? No, it's not him. Hippo Man, you're not an archer, so I know it wasn't you. Well, somebody fired 1 single bolt, dead on. 24 volunteers, was it you? No, you killed the Grey Werewolf. The other archer, there's Polar Beard. Vula, you're the one that got the kill. You killed Vula the Forgotten Beast. So congratulations, Polar Beard, you weren't screwing around. I can actually tell A, C, and E to all stand down. Go back to training, go back to being on minimal alert, waiting for the inevitable ambushes up top. So, that Forgotten Beast, highly anticlimactic. And Polarbeard, after that battle, you decided that you need to give your crossbow a name. So you've named your crossbow Naral Bakar Rashabad. I'm not sure if it has any relation to the dog that was... or, yeah, whatever, to the dog whose body, I can't describe that. Was that the dog's name, who that bone came from? Well, congratulations to you then. You've got a named weapon. I think that might be just the second one. The other one is the axe, the cursed blood-drinking axe that is still floating around somewhere. So yep, I guess I'll just go back to waiting for the next ambush, let the dwarfs continue to haul stuff around. The hospital, let's see, J7 is in there resting, Dowd Pride is in there resting. Triple H11, you're sitting there diagnosing Psycho Ewok, who... Well, are you diagnosing Psycho Ewok? He doesn't seem to be hurt. He's just resting there. You're giving him a checkup, if you would. So, keep at it. Who's there? There's Salty Nut. He's dehydrated and sleeping. He's come there to lay in bed and be force-fed rum all night long. We'll let him enjoy his time off.